Ever since I was 15 years old, I've always dreamt of becoming a full-time filmmaker. My journey started while filming using a small phone, an iPhone 5 SE, capturing anything I could. Cows, people, friends, and even filming myself rapping and listening to a hip-hop song. I simply love capturing moments and creatively bringing stories to life through a lens. When my mom told me that my late father, whom I never had the chance to meet, was a filmmaker, it ignited something deep inside me. It planted a fire in my heart, a calling to follow in his footsteps and continue the legacy he began. That discovery became my inspiration. Slowly but surely, I began to pursue my filmmaking journey with purpose and passion. Two years later, I joined college and for 3 years focused on my studies, pushing my dreams of filmmaking aside. But towards the end of my college years, something reignited my passion. My friend was shooting his music video. And seeing the camera equipment, gear, light, I was like, this is it. This is the moment of truth. So I was excited to start my journey. It all brought back the excitement I had once felt. I couldn't simply wait to get involved. I got the director's number and later that day reached out to him, hoping for an opportunity to learn and join his team. But to my surprise, he turned me down. And because of this, I felt crushed. Deep down, I believed I would never make it as a filmmaker. So I started procrastinating and trashed away all the dreams that I had. And deep inside me, I knew there was no hope. And after weeks and months of procrastination, I decided to take an action. I went online, on YouTube, and typed, "How can I become a professional filmmaker?" A YouTube video by Peter McKinnon popped up, teaching camera basics. I binge-watched not only his videos but also content from different filmmakers like Maria Poya, Daniel Schiffer, and Sam Calder, etc. From that moment on, there was no looking back. There was no turning back. I started making videos, editing and practicing non-stop. My early videos were far from perfect, but I refused to give up. I kept pushing myself to learn more about scripting, editing and filmmaking. Slowly but surely, my skills improved. I knew that filmmaking was my future. So I teamed up with my friend Peter and we shot a couple of wedding videos for over 2 years, traveling across Uganda and just making beautiful videos. And later on, I met Bob, and trust me, we worked together for a couple of years and just traveled across Uganda making documentary films for non-profit organizations, making films that transformed lives and just changed a lot of communities. Working with Bob was a game changer. He became my mentor and I learned so much about filmmaking. I had the chance to work with different prominent organizations and companies like HBO Max, International Monetary Fund aka IMF, Compassion International and the Young Living Foundation, etc. I'm not mentioning this to brag about anything, but to show you that dreams are possible. As a young boy from Uganda, I never imagined I would work with such influential companies and organizations. But with hard work, consistency and faith, trusting in the Lord Jesus our God, I achieved more than I could ever imagine. If you keep believing in yourself and working hard, you can accomplish anything. Over the years, I've continuously improved my filmmaking skills, from shooting and lighting to editing, camera operations and client communication. I've even built a YouTube community of almost 10,000 subscribers. Thanks to you all for being part of this journey. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your support. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, let's go together. Together, we are making this dream a reality. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the lessons I've learned during my 10 years filmmaking journey to help you become a better filmmaker. Learn, create, repeat. I always say, learn, create, inspire. As a filmmaker, one of the things I realized was to get paid well for the work that you've done, you need to be good at it. You need to be great at what you're doing. I mean, you need to be good at filmmaking, and that means mastering script writing, editing, filming, and generally, you need to be good to speak with clients. I mean, the business part of it. And the fastest way to learn is by watching other filmmakers. There are tutorials on YouTube, watching different client videos, or watching different editing tips. Personally, I learned a lot by watching YouTube videos from filmmakers like Peter McKinnon, Yes Theory, Johnny Harris, Matti Hapoya, Sam Calder, etc. I spent a lot of hours, days, and even months learning filmmaking techniques, understanding lighting, understanding different rules about filmmaking like the rules of thirds and the golden hour rule. That simply tells us to shoot during the morning or late in the evening when the sun is pretty soft. This knowledge made my videos more cinematic. But simply learning theory isn't enough. To truly improve, you must practice. Early on during my journey, I shot a lot of documentaries, edited videos, and practiced different camera movements. I learned how to shoot in various locations, interact with my subjects, and understand how to use the camera in different situations. I mean, when the light is good, like shooting in the morning and late in the evening, or indoors when the lighting is pretty bad. And trust me, most people will say I would just go ahead and buy a very expensive camera and all this will be solved. But trust me, it's not about having the best gear. It's about knowing how to manipulate your camera to get the best results out of it. The more I practiced, the more confident I became. So, remember, learn, create, repeat. Theory is important, but practical is so crucial. And even now, 10 years into my career, I still watch different tutorials. I do a lot of research to improve my skill sets from yesterday. And I do a lot of learning from other filmmakers here on YouTube. Keep pushing yourself to learn, and your skills will skyrocket. Build a network. So basically, filmmaking is a creative industry, and building a network of like-minded people, I mean people who love filmmaking, I mean content creators, filmmakers, it is so essential and vital towards your journey. When you're starting out, you may not be able to, collaborate with top-tier, filmmakers, but basically you can have people who are in the same league with you, or a little bit better than you, and just, collaborate and work together and learn together and teach each other about filmmaking. When I started my journey, I definitely worked with Bob, and I just volunteered my time and helped him out. Charging batteries, carrying tripods, shooting, and over time, my skill set definitely improved. And over the years, basically, I reached out to more filmmakers and I just partnered with them and help them sometimes with shooting or even editing. So, networking isn't just about taking. It's about sharing ideas and helping each other grow, collaborating with others, learn from others, and build relationships that can open doors for future opportunities and collaborations. Learn from the best. When I first met Bob in church, I was struck by his talent and skills. I reached out to him and volunteered my time and basically learned by observing how he works. Volunteering is a great way to get hands-on skills, and to me personally, it was invaluable in my journey. Bob taught me about the whole filmmaking process, from scripting to editing to lighting, and I was definitely paid for my time and the services I rendered towards his business. Basically, having a mentor is so important, and it's a very big asset to your journey, as it provides you with insights and experiences that you may not get from an online tutorial. Should I go to a film school? This is a common question I get asked all the time. When I started my filmmaking journey, I thought that I needed a degree to be good at what I was doing. But over time, I realized that formal film schools isn't necessary for every single person. It really depends on the type of filmmaking you want to pursue. There is traditional filmmaking, Hollywood production, that involves a lot of big teams, big film production, big cameras, and then modern filmmaking that simply involves lesser gears, lesser people, and a flexible production with fewer people. If you want to work in a large production environment, film school will be a better choice for you. But if you want to work independently or with a smaller team, you can learn everything you need from a smaller team, a YouTube tutorial, or real-life experiences and practices. Create a portfolio. As a filmmaker, your portfolio is your resume. You don't need a college degree. The most important thing you need is a demo reel to showcase what you're good at. So having a portfolio and a demo reel to show what you're good at can definitely land your clients. Simply focus on creating the things you want to be hired for. If it is wedding videos, documentary films, or music videos, simply choose one and focus and build a portfolio on that. If you're mixed up and your portfolio is all over the place, let me say you're a wedding videographer and you have music videos and documentary videos in your demo reel, clients will be confused. So simply be smart and organized. Your portfolio is definitely your passport to securing clients right now and in the future. Market yourself. Finally, as a filmmaker, it's so important to market yourself. There are so many different social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or even Facebook. And trust me, so many people can get to know about your work by just showing. And also, just the word of mouth is also very important. Because if you do great work and if you do marvelous work, your clients will definitely recommend you to future clients. To be a successful filmmaker, you need to keep planning, keep creating, keep practicing, and just keep making good videos to make your clients happy. And keep sharing your work with the world. Thank you for supporting this journey. Remember, we are just getting started.